dollars? Yep. Stock rims on the straight? Nope. Paint wetter than a lake? Yep. Kudu in my blood? Nope. I'm a thug? Yep. You a loser? Nope. Winner? Yep. Starving? Nope.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Already Verified podcast. I'm your host, J.R. Fogle, and as y'all can see, I got some amazing guests. Now, these guys, they brought me on their platform and just blew me up. They made me famous in like an hour. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major. So it was like, it was only right that, you know what I'm saying? Like that I tried my best to return the favor. These guys are like some of the most knowledgeable people I've met recently, and they really like, they actually do the thing that they say that they do. You know what I'm saying? I got the credit team in the building, people. Give them a round of applause, show them some emojis, people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listening to this audio and you in the car right now, blow the horn. One time for the one time. All right? So give it up one time for the credit team. There we go. They throwing money. All right? So we got Mike and Dave in the building, man. How you fellas doing today?
Doing amazing now that we talking
Doing amazing, blessed.
All right, man. So welcome to local. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all see how we get down around here. Y'all show so much digital hospitality on y'all end. I feel only obligated. We go send bottle service in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a knock on the door, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we VIP. You know what I'm saying? We got a full service concierge in these parts. We like to get down how we get down. You know what I mean? So for those people who may not be familiar with you guys, you know, just give a short intro, man. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
You got it, Dave.
Dave Cousins, co-founder of the credit team. We teach people how to knock the credit bureaus out, step by dream car, or get funding for your business without the fear of being denied.
There we go. All right. Mike always defers, man. I'm gonna call him Mr. Defer. Dave, you got this.
Yeah, we didn't get the how to interact with each other on we always overtalk each other, so I'll try to defer as much as I can to my
good.
boy Dave.
I just like talking, man. So Mike, man, tell the people about, you know what I'm saying, who you are, man, what you do, man.
Oh man, so Dave teach you how to knock the credit bureaus out. I teach you how to set the debt collectors up and sue them in federal court.
Woo! Okay, saucy. I like it. All right, man. So look, first thing first, man. Like, a lot of people who are going to be tuning into this episode are going to have a ton of credit questions, right? My question for you guys is, what is one of the most frequently asked questions that people ask you guys? It's like the first time you tell people what you do, it's like that one question that comes off the cuff. What's that for you guys?
How do I remove something off a credit report?
Got you. I can see that. So, well, shit, let's get into it. How does one remove inquiries?
I gotta hold on.
There we go. See, that's when you getting real saucy.
Hey, you know, so
when you got to go get something.
You got to get your credit report. Once you get your credit report, I should have them. You're going to get accuracies on your credit report.
Nice.
So, according to the law, right, everything has to be 100% accurate. So, once you understand that everything has to be 100% accurate, 15 USC 1681I, it's that the credit bureaus have to follow. So, with that being known, we know that you got to pay everything, of course, right? We know that you borrow, according to the law, everything has to be reported correctly. And if it's not reported correctly, you can get it removed. Set them up, and then you're gonna be able to knock them out.
Dope. Hold on one second, Dave. I'm gonna do something for you real quick. You got your laptop by you? I just put a link in the chat. Hit that link for me, because you on a delay, and I want to make sure everybody gets this and how they supposed to get it.
I might have to grab that too.
You good. You sound great on mine.
Okay. Yeah, so I can finish up what he was saying. What he was holding up was a copy of a credit report, not a Credit Karma credit report, not an Experian or my FICO credit report. When we look at credit reports, it's 26 different things on your credit report that has to match up between each credit bureau, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. If any of those things is off by any decimal point, whatever, you have the ability to get it removed.
Okay.
So if your payment history is off, if they say, hey, you've been late on one of the credit bureaus and the other two say you good, then you get it removed just because they have a obligation to fairness and accuracy, because nobody gave the credit bureaus the right to report on us. They assumed that role. And Congress said, if you assume this role, you're going to have to perform. They don't be performing.
That little quick bit of sauce right there. That I like that.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me better? Can you hear me better?
Yeah, you great right now.
Okay.
There we go. Now you can get super saucy. You can pull out anything that you need to pull out right now. We ready for all of that. All right. So for my audience who is not familiar with you guys, how did you guys get started with this? Because this is kind of like you guys do it. I was thinking about this all week, right? And I was like, you guys are very philanthropic. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I saying that right? Philanthropic.
I don't even know what that means.
Me either. Hold on.
Like, y'all do a lot of. If I'm looking at you guys' YouTube page, you guys are doing a lot of almost considered to be charitable work. Whereas, like, y'all give away a lot of sauce. Y'all give away a lot of information to people.
Oh, yeah. So what happened is we retired from the military, so our paycheck was secured for the rest of our life.
Nice.
And what we really hate is when people give hope with no instruction. So what's the best way? How do you exterminate the people who are giving bad information? You give out the real information for free, and you get people results for free. And then after that, it's like people once you get away the information, people are like, yo, how can I work with you? Because I see everybody else getting the results for free off the YouTube. You're like, hey, look, we don't take clients.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's salute to you guys for even thinking of it like that, because in today's culture and society, everybody puts a dollar amount on everything. And that's very like, see, they throw money at you. That's how, see, you guys figured it out. See, there's a lot of different emojis that people can pick, right? But out of all the emojis throwing money, they like, and that's how it happens. You give away the information, then the money just gets thrown at you.
Oh,
you
no, but and it's a lot of communication too. You ever heard of hook story offer?
Yes.
So most of the time when people talk, they'll tell a story, they'll throw a hook. So when I say a hook that'll get the people excited, then I'll just tell them the truth right after that. So I never give an offer. I always give hooks of how to do things. And then people are like, hey, bro, you dropping gems. I'm like, I'm going to keep dropping them. Like, you ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? So that's part of the method too.
Okay, cool, man. Cool. All right, so now I want to, like, there's a lot of hot topics and a lot of things going on right now that I want to kind of get into. So I just want to start with one thing, right? Let's talk about student loans right now. Student loans is a very, you know what I'm saying, like touchy subject for a lot of people, because I feel like we got sold a bag of like BS out the gate, but it is what it is. If you have a student loan, if you have student loan debt, as many people do, how would you guys handle that as far as like getting it off of your credit report if possible?
So how I teach it is, because that's like the first video I made, because it was like skeptical. It was everybody saying, oh, I can't get it removed. I mean, it's not possible to be removed off of credit report. So for student loans, to answer your questions, is based off of a person, case by case basis. So let's just say for scenario, person A has student loans and they had multiple late payments. Now, we all know that you still have to pay your student loans back. However, you still can get it removed from your credit report. The reason why you can still get it removed from your credit report, because according to the law, there's a procedure the credit bureaus have to follow. So with that being said, if you tell the credit bureaus to investigate every single account, every single account, every single thing on that credit report, on that student loan part, then it's their job to do it. And if they don't do it according to the law, if they don't modify, update, or do anything, it has to be deleted, right? And we know that they don't do it. So that's how you follow up with the second letter. So the first letter, you would tell them to investigate. The second letter, you'll say, you didn't do your job, you didn't do this, delete the account. Now, you still owe the money, but you can call and talk to the student loan people once you get it removed from your credit report to work out some type of modified payment, because you can get, from what I learned is, you can get, based off of your income, is based off the payment. So you can get $5, $10, $15, and you just pay that over time, or get it forgiven. I know they got a lot of things going on right now, different programs. So I don't know everything about how to get it forgiven, but most importantly, I know how to get it removed from your credit report. And then you call the student loan directly to basically work out some type of cheap payment, and then you're good from there.
Nice. I like it. All right. I'm just trying to, what I'm saying? This is a quick little sparring session, what I'm saying? Just trying to get warmed up a little bit, just to, what I'm saying? Like, before we kind of like get to getting. All right. Oh, okay. So now, let's say if I'm dealing with a pesky debt collector, right? Like, I know I owe you niggas. Like, let's just be clear. Like, I know I owe you, right? But you just won't leave me alone, right? How would you handle those type of situations?
So Mike gonna handle this, but just like the credit bureaus, they have to follow procedure. Hey, the debt collectors, they got a procedure they got to follow too.
So what normally happens is a debt collector is pretty much a junk debt buyer, right? And they just start the company just to collect debt, right? But what they fail to realize is, because they're now reporting on your credit report, they gotta abide by the FCRA, right? Fair Credit Reporting Act, which means everything still gotta be 100. Mm-hmm. They do that part, they do it, whatever. But then it's the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So this act was specifically to stop harassing debt collectors. Now, I don't know about y'all, I grew up poor. When my mom used to borrow money, it used to be this guy that used to come to the door, knock, and we hide. You know what I'm saying? Like rent a center. We like, hey, bro, just play dead, stop breathing, everybody. So what we realized was we were always scared of these people, but they came out with these laws. It's 15 USC 1692. It's called Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, because some debt collectors collect money better than others, but they use illegal tactics to do so. So one of the tactics that you can use, and everybody can use, I hope y'all clip this and tell you, look, you can tell everybody I said it too. If you answer the phone and tell a debt collector that it's not a good time, then it's not a good time, right? If they contact you at that same time again, that's $100 to $1,000 violation. Now, what is a good time? That's up to you. So if you at work, not a good time. But here's the kicker though, that people don't understand. If you don't answer the phone, they can assume a good time is between 8 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock a.m. and 9 o'clock p.m. Anywhere between that time, they can call you. The law get on the leeway to call you unless you tell them it's not a good time. I don't know nobody it ain't never a good time for a debt collector to call me. So when I answer the phone, I say, hey, bro, it's not a good time. And I write down the time, or they call me at 4 o'clock. If they call me again at 4 o'clock, I'm going to grab my other phone, I'm going to record them, and I'm going to say, bro, I just told you it wasn't a good time. And, I got a lot going on. What they're going to do is they're still going to try to collect the debt. That is when the violation happens. Because, guess what they're going to say? Hey, we're just calling to see, can you settle this account? After you told them it's a good time, that's a violation. I'm stressed out. My kids jump around and stuff. They don't know what's going on in your life, right? But if you get that recorded call, you told them it wasn't a good time, and they still try to pressure you, that's a violation of your rights. Go lawyer up.
Nice. So now they owe you $1,000 because you already told them it wasn't a good time. They called back and they still tried to collect the debt at that same time.
If you got a $20,000 debt, that debt will be erased and you will win $100 to $1,000. So that's a 21. It depends on how much the debt is. If they trying to collect 20 racks, you just came up because you ain't got to pay them no more.
I'd be like, thank you, man. Thank you for calling.
Put his call up. Hey, hold on.
I greatly appreciate this call. You are amazing. All right. Okay. See, I told y'all, listen, we could chit chat and we could hey, so tell people how we met. Listen, nobody cares. Like let's just get straight to the sauce and we'll figure out the rest later. If y'all really want to know the backstory, put it in the chat. But if y'all don't, we just gonna keep the sauce flowing. You know what I'm saying? Like we making Alfredo, we got marinara. You take your pick. You know what I'm saying? We got spaghetti, we got all type of sauce around here. We getting into it. All right, so now listen. All right, Big Dave. Now you the guy that show people how to get to that bag though. So we can talk about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how do you like all right, so on your page, right? Oh, whoa, you know what? Go ahead. Go with what you was about to say. We need whatever you was about to say.
I'll wait till you finish your thing, but go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. No, I want the free sauce. Boom, give me that. What was you about to say?
I was going to teach people how to legally rob banks.
Let's do it.
All
right,
so after you take the advice, get your credit clean. Now, it might take 6 months, 12 months, depending on time. But one of the most important things, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, banks pull specific credit bureaus. So let's just say in the process of you cleaning up your credit, you just cleaned up everything on Equifax, right? And if you clean up everything on Equifax, there are specific banks that only just pull from Equifax. So most importantly, do your research, get educated, right? But find something that you want to do business with, right? Because it's important that you get a business credit card and you leverage it correctly so you can have money coming in, right? Yes, you can work a lot. Yes, you can do that, but everybody has a creative space. Everybody know how to do something. So if you can sell something or do a service or create a digital product, do something like that. Create your LLC. Now, once you create your LLC, there are banks, a lot of banks, right? And there's a lot of credit unions. But let's just say Equifax is all cleaned up. You can get $100,000 from just Equifax if you know what banks to go to, right? And this is what we say, how to legally rob banks, right? And you can take that money at 0% interest and put into your business, leverage other people's money for advertisement and things like that to have money coming in. And that's when we say legally rob banks, because that's what you technically are doing. So that's how you get the money. And then after you get Equifax, you rob them. Now you go to or banks that pull just from them. Now what you do is you're still cleaning up TransUnion, you're still cleaning up Experian. Now after TransUnion's cleaned up, you can go to banks that only pull from TransUnion. And then after Experian cleaned up, you can go to banks that only pull from Experian. So there are multiple banks that pull from Experian. You got Amex, you got Chase. Now Chase kind of pull from two different sometimes. You got Bank of America, PNC. There's the list can go on and on from just Experian. If you got TransUnion, you can go to Regions Bank. You can go to Fifth and Third Bank. You can go Navy Federal. You can go to Apple. There are multiple banks that just pull from just TransUnion only, right? And then Equifax, you can go to Langley Federal. What else?
I can help you.
US Bank, all Digital DCU Credit Union, and that's pretty much, I got a list, but those are some of the banks you can go to that just pull. So 3 banks, you can get $20,000 each. 3 banks from TransUnion, 3 banks from Experian, and then you have $300,000 at available credit.
Yo, did he just show y'all how to get to the bag that quick? That quick? Listen, was y'all writing
Because
that?
most importantly, business credit, like you want to get business credit cards because they don't report on personal. So let's just say you max out your business credit card, you bought a house, right? A house. Bam, you just bought a house, put somebody in there, and you continue, like you rent it out. You know why we did? Because we did it already. So that's how we know. And the payments are cheap at 0% interest.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Dave, hold on. Let me tell them the story real quick. Because we was getting personal credit cards, man. We was like living, right? And every time we swiped the credit card, our score started dropping. We were like, dang, bro, we can't have. So we had bad credit while we was fixing other people credit. But, you know, sometimes people be like, hey, what's your credit score? We were like, bro, we can't tell you our credit score because we trying to chase our dreams with our credit cards.
Yeah.
Then that's when we found out the business side, bro. We was like $70,000 in debt, and the banks were still trying to give us money because we was paying the debt back. And we were like, yo. And then we got a Chase private client guy, and he was like, yo, this what you do. He said, you take that first card, second card, and third card, you merge them together for pretty much a super trade line, and then you apply for those same cards again because now you don't got them no more. Okay, cool. Hold on, let me show you. I gotta tell you. So this is my credit card book, right? So right here, I'm gonna cover them up, but they are Chase cards, right? So Chase have different card products. So we had got the unlimited, the preferred, and the cash. Those are 3 different cards. Same LLC. We took all 3 of those and then merged them into one. But they say, hey, pick one credit card that you want it to be. We elected to keep it the business unlimited card because of the perks. But now we don't have the preferred no more, and we don't have the cash card no more. So we get to apply for them again with the same LLC. Crazy.
And we did that twice because Mike have an LLC and we have an LLC together.
Yeah. Light work. And we hear people talk about business credit, and we don't even really touch on it because
it's like because anybody can get business credit card. Like everybody's teaching get these store credit cards. Like people don't want store credit cards unless you Walmart, unless you like doing stuff like that. Of course, like e-commerce or doing certain things, t-shirt business, or you have a service and you need paper and all that. We understand, but most people want cash. They want money. They want to invest. Put it into buying some products and selling it later or selling it right now. So how to get real money is fixing your credit up, borrow from your credit score, and then getting access to money so you can make continuous money. And you don't have to quit, and you don't have to quit your job.
There's one more way though. And this is the one I think everybody already know. Your business has to be 2 years old. You have to have 2 years tax returns. That's like the only time you don't have to use your personal credit. Because your business is cash flowing, so they already know the money gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like Dave said, bro, like I don't even got no paydeck score. You don't even need it. I never. Okay, no bank asked me for a paydeck.
I'm glad y'all brought that up. Okay, now let's say if you don't have a business that's 2 years old, then it goes off a PC, right? Personal credit.
Yeah, I believe the only place you can get like a credit card with no personal guarantee. And of course, you have to build up. I think it's Sam's Club card. But I'm just giving you information because I didn't go to Sam's to get no credit card. But a lot of people told me that
Dave, it's okay if you went to Sam's and got a card, bro. Not judging you. We don't judge over here. We like playing the fit.
Yeah, Sam's Club.
Cool, man. Cool. All right, so let's talk about a couple different things, man. A lot of people are, I will say this time last year, trade lines were the thing to you know what? Everybody became a credit repair specialist all of a sudden because they figured out the trade line hack, right? Hell, I kind of did, put my toe in the water a little bit my damn self. It was like, you know what? Boom, got the plug, boom, 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 connect the dots. Now, can you talk about pretty much the death of the trade lines due to FICO 10T?
So authorized users work if you have primary trade lines on your credit report. If you just have authorized users on your credit report, banks ain't, they smart now. And 10T, if you, as you know, there's FICO 10T coming out. Well, it's out, but I don't know who has it right now because nobody really said what bank has it. But 10T, like, you got to start fixing your credit now. If you haven't started fixing your credit now or getting it to where it needs to be, banks are going to deny you based off of they have access to information.
Past history.
Past. So they can see that you removed a collection, charge off, bankruptcy, and they can see a lot of information. So the goal is to get your credit fixed. So we don't know what bank's going to have it or who's going to have it. So get your stuff fixed now.
There you go. Hey, if you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. If your question is really very detailed, say, "Yo, I need to go live," and we'll bring you on the live for Q&A. So
hey, your boy Rich is on it. He already saying everything before we said.
Hey, listen, Rich is on the squad, right? Rich is on the squad. That's our, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's our y'all. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the person, you know what? Boom. That's the person that's my, Rich Knowledge he has a show that's launching on Local pretty soon. So yeah, Rich is a beast. Now, guys, real quick, because I saw this on your page, and I was very curious about it because somebody did something before, and I got kind of jaded by it. The Apple Card hack. Can we talk about that real quick?
So
it's two.
I don't know if it's
tell them about both of them, Dave.
Huh?
Tell them about both of them. The two you can use.
Are you talking about Apple and GMC?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been hearing that. I haven't really looked into it yet, but I think Goldman Sachs is dropping the Apple. But if they haven't yet, what the Apple Card hack is basically, if we don't know the certain credit score they're looking the criteria they're looking for, but if you have a decent credit score and you have, I don't know what they're looking for actually, because I've been seeing people get approved collections and stuff. So if you just have a decent credit profile, what you do for the Apple Card is you freeze it first, and then you apply in your wallet on your Apple phone, and you just go through the steps. So they ask you, they require your personal information, you do everything, and they will give you an offer based off of quote unquote. I'm sorry. You don't freeze it yet.
Yeah.
You go through the app, and then you fill out your information and do everything, and then they're gonna give you an offer. But before you accept that offer, you will go freeze your TransUnion credit report, and you can freeze that TransUnion credit report for free. And you just go to the website on TransUnion, fill out your personal information, freeze it, and then you'll go back and accept that offer. Goldman Sachs will try to pull your credit, but it's already frozen, and you'll get approved, and they'll send you the send it to you, the card. And you do the same thing with the GMC card. So the GMC came out with the card. You can pick Escalade, different type of credit cards, and you can get the same credit card, doing the same thing, same process.
Nice.
So you say you was jaded? What do you mean?
Man, so this dude,
you don't got names.
No, I won't say no names. So they had this event or whatever, and there was a lot of financial literacy guys there or whatever. So they're on stage, and he's like, "Yo, I'm about to show all of y'all right now how to get, you know what I'm saying, an Apple Card." So everybody all right, bet. Now, mind you, most of the people in this room got money already. Most of the people at this event is kind of yo, they're just, they're looking for more sauce to put in their bag to present to other people, right? Just keep that in mind as I say what I'm about to say. So, dude on stage, he's like, "All right, everybody pull out your phones. Everybody pull out their phone." So all right, go, open up the Apple app, boom, boom, go here. All he did was walk them through how to fill out that damn application. Yo, who got pre-approved? How much you get pre-approved for? 10,000. There we go. You got 10,000 right there. Who got pre-approved for more than 10,000?
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? That same information is how you get business credit. Just have good credit and get approved. But people just try to make it. Well, not people don't try to make it. influencers made it seem grandiose for some reason, like you had to
Like
do all
it's-
these different things. And that's what me and Dave said. It's different words you use in the finance space. It's credit, capital, and probably what, like financing?
funding.
Funding. Okay, cool. Yeah. So when people say funding, they can like, yeah, you can get some credit. But when you're going to get capital, that's like actual cash. Now, business credit is what people be saying all the time. And then they be like, yeah, you can get floor and decor, bro. I got 20 racks on floor and decor. If you ain't trying to flip no house, bro, you don't need 20 racks at floor and decor, right? Or the t-shirt business. Hey, bro, go to Shirt See, bro. You about to get a bag, boy. People be like, bro, I got 100,000 in business credit, but it's all at Home Depot, Office Max. And I'm like, dude, you don't got no money. Like, how you gonna run your business? And then that's why Dave wanted me to teach business credit, but I'm like, bro, I don't have the capacity because it's hard to tell somebody like what they saying is a lie when they driving a Lambo. You know, I don't got no Lambo. I don't got no Lambo yet.
Watch this. It's not. And the reason why it's not is because now a lot of people are getting exposed. If you watch real close, a lot of those Lambos ain't Lambos no more. They done evolved. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and the reality is people are starting to wake up, and then it's like, okay, bet. However, there are people who still need to be led in a way where it's like, yo, like there is a need for that. You know what I'm saying? Within our community, we're hungry for the information, but everybody trying to sell it to us for the maximum amount of profit.
Yeah. And that's my problem. So credit, business credit, okay. But if somebody's trying to learn how to flip a house, all right, yes, you should have a course, teach them step by step on how to flip a house, or teaching them step by step on how to do like a cleaning business, or because you acquired enough information, you did that process. But there's a lot of people that just probably just made phone calls and trying to wholesale, teach people how to wholesale. So it's like, yo, it's getting crazy. So that's when like us, we have to do our due diligence because like we need to do more research. I got in the chat, y'all saw people was like, oh, Forex trader. I gave somebody some money and like, boy, I want that, but it's okay. So that's when we have to, of course, do more research because we see it quick money. Like, man, I can imagine if I get $100,000 today, boy, it'd be a wrap. So I understand what you're saying.
And a lot of us are blinded by the glitz. We're blinded by that Lambo. We see that Lambo, and we like, oh, I want that, right? I don't even want a Lambo no more. I look at things differently. Like I have the cars that I want. I have no notes. That was the most beautiful thing for me. It's like, you know what? No car notes. I'm good. I ain't got to worry about that shit no more. So that doesn't appeal to me. I look at okay, cool. Just how much weight does the information really carry? Bet. Now that's where the value is for me. Running into you guys it's been a blessing because shit, we only know each other for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's like, yo, like in that short amount of time, you know, even just doing the research and looking at the information. Can one of y'all put y'all YouTube in the chat? Just look at the amount of information that you guys offer for free. That's why I say, yo, like y'all are like philanthropists. I promise you, it's a real word. I'm not making this up.
I know what you're saying.
Because you are giving away like a lot of information and a lot of sauce. So that's why I'm like, yo, if people have questions, put them in the chat right now because there's not many times that you're going to find people who are open to giving you guys the answers that you may be looking for. This ain't the time to be like, yo, shy or anything like that. You have people that's willing to answer those questions that might be keeping you up at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen.
So if you have bad credit, yes, there's a way out to having bad credit. If you're trying to make more money or need more money, yes, there's a way out of getting more money, right? Most people overcomplicated business, right? Most people say you got to do all this stuff, but business is solving problems. So if you understand that business is solving problems, all you got to do is just find a solution to somebody's problem. Now, if you have a creative skill, let's just say you know how to do hair, or let's just say you know how to do hair. If you know how to really do hair really, really good, all you got to do is just press record. Create the channel, teach people how you do the certain braids, right? Because there's a dad out there that don't know how to. and there's somebody that don't know how to actually braid hair. So you teach people how to braid hair, and then eventually they're gonna ask you, do you have like a step-by-step guide? And you give that guide away for free. Now the money's in the list, as we know. The money's in the list. Money's in collecting emails. So once they say, oh, I want something, you just give it away for free. You collect their name and email, and then eventually you just sell them something, like certain things for your hair or whatever, and you start making money that way. For credit, it's really simple. Grab your credit report. I know grab your credit report and go to the law. The law is 15 U.S.C. 1681. That's the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, there's a procedure the credit bureaus have to follow. So you go to 15 U.S.C. 1681I, and the procedures have to follow. There's a specific procedure the credit bureaus have to follow. If you tell the credit bureaus to investigate the completeness and accuracy of the credit report of those accounts, they must check the completeness and accuracy of the accounts. Now, two things is going to happen when you do it. Or three things, sorry. The account's going to come back verified. Accounts might come back verified. The accounts might get deleted, which is good, or the credit bureaus don't respond at all. And one more thing, the credit bureaus might say you sound like a credit repair company. Those two things, if they verify the accounts, the next law in the procedure, and that procedure is 15 U.S.C. 1681 I-7. You ask for the description of the investigation. How did you actually do the investigation? And they have to provide that in 15 days to you. And if they don't, that's another violation. So, bam, you just got them in 2 violations. Now, if they didn't respond,
hey, Dave, hold on.
that's another violation according to what's up.
Can I say something? I don't care if you owe the money, they report the information accurately. If they don't respond to you in 15 days, that's the violation. You need to get it off because they just violated the law and all you did was ask a question.
Because if let's put out, if you violate the law, what happens? If you speed and the cops give you a ticket, that's violation, right? According to whatever laws they got, they're gonna give you that ticket, you gotta pay. So you just gotta hold the credit bureaus accountable.
Facts.
And that's how you get the deletion. Now, yes, it takes time. Yes, it it's a process.
Hey, Dave, what's up? We got a question. I know you was about to keep going, but I want you to answer that question.
What's up?
She said, what do you do if they violate? Can you tell her where to go?
If they violate, you just go to CFPB.
Can you explain that to her? Like, hold on, bro.
Wait a minute. Like, oh, okay, just go to McDonald's. They'll take care of it.
Because it's hard to explain on, like, So once you catch them once you get once you send the letter off, it comes back verified, and everything's verified, and your next letter should state what is the description of the investigation that you completed. If you can't provide me the description of how you did it, delete this account. Now, in 15 days, you wait. Now, you got to send your letter certified so you can track, and you can also, because what we're doing is collecting evidence. When you go to court, you got to have evidence. You got to show proof. So if you don't have proof, it's all he say, she say, hearsay, all right? Hearsay, all this hearsay. So you got to have evidence. So the CFPB, you go to the CFPB, you create an account. Once you create an account, you're going to be able to file a complaint. Now, they're not the person, they're like the middleman, right? The middleman of making sure your complaint and everything is going through that process. So since they're the middleman, you file a complaint, but you also have evidence, you tell your story, and you document everything that happened. And like most of the time, I can say most of the time, some of the times you'll get it deleted because you funnel it through that process. And CFPB, they also like to fight the credit bureaus too. So you more likely get things worked out that way as well. Now we're in the process of working with a lawyer so we can even help even more people, because we know that the credit bureaus are not doing their job. So we're trying to partner with a lawyer so now we can actually slap them even harder. But that's how you actually get it done.
And listen, I know what he said might sound like it's a lot of work, right? But understand that's what stops a lot of us from being where we want to be at.
Yeah.
Because we're afraid of the work. Go do the damn work. You want it gone? Go do the work.
Yeah.
That's the problem. A lot of people don't want to do the work. They'd rather pay so much money to everybody else. Yo, you do it for me. What?
Please.
Do I have to hit the link? Like I know he typed it and put it in there, but how about I just
Jay,
when you
Jay,
do
can I say something?
it? Yeah.
If you don't know exactly what to do, you can go to the CFPB because they're gonna have the buttons. They're gonna say, "What is your dispute about?" You're gonna click credit reporting. You're gonna say what? They're gonna say what happened? Inaccurate reporting. They're gonna say, okay, write your description down, and then you hit the send button. CFPB is gonna, we call them the escort, because most times when people use these apps and stuff to try to dispute, these people are in cahoots with the credit bureaus. You know what I'm saying? So
Not
CFPB, yeah. So it's like the old saying: if a tree fell in the woods, does it make a sound? We all know it made a sound, but isn't that like a stupid question? So if you take your letter and you send it through postage to the credit bureaus, did it get there? Did it? We don't know. So the CFPB is to make sure your stuff really got there. And then now you getting violated, and they're gonna be like, no, Jay sent his credit report to you. No, Jay is not a credit repair company. Oh, this is his IP address. This is okay, cool. So you didn't do the investigation after Jay sent it to us. All right, bet. now it's in the database. And the craziest thing about the CFPB, hey Dave, can I give him a gem about the CFPB?
What's up?
They keep open all the past cases. So you don't even have to know what your dispute is. If you go there and look at the past cases against your financial institution that's trying to sue you, you can open up the whole can of worms of how everybody else sued them. And you can read it, and it's all public. So me and Dave really didn't have to know the law. All we had to do is read the other cases and copy what they did.
Yo.
So
y'all very dangerous. Like that's some sauce. Listen.
So once you get your credit fixed, it's gonna take time. Yes. Just give yourself 12 months to fix your credit. Be consistent month by month by month. Hey, it's just like you being in the boxing ring. How I look at things is, and I take stuff to extreme. Mike knows because I say some crazy stuff. If somebody took your kid and they say that, hey, the only way you get your kid back is to improve your credit score, you do everything in your power to improve your credit score because you want your kid back. So you need to take the same approach. That's how I took YouTube.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You'll do everything in your power to do it. You'll work on. You'll call the. You would. Oh my gosh, you would do so much.
Hey, you'll be like Liam Neeson and Taken.
Yeah,
like, hey, I got some skills, bro. You better bring my kid back.
Facts. That's how you have to like approach things. Like if you really want something, that's how you got to approach it. So when I go work out, and so I do boxing, right? Because that's like what I like doing. My boxer said, imagine this punching bag is a person taking your daughter. And I'm might hear it because sometimes I'll be on the headphones. I'll be slapping that boxing bag because I'm like, nah, he ain't taking my kid. So that's how you got to approach things. That's how I see it. And we're lions, so that's how we see stuff. Like we always. But there's a time to ease and there's time to like get what you really want. And what you really want, you got to go after. And the credit bureaus ain't going to lay down, so you have to really fight them. But you just fight them with the law.
Yo, that's
all
deep.
right, Jay, my bad.
No, you good, man. That's a word. And I think that like what we've been always told is that we do have to go through like a Credit Karma because everything kind of seems like it's all right there.
Yeah.
And no, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why they lost their lawsuit. It's like, yo, it's a lot of people that's suing them because they're not getting the job done. I fell victim of it, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was trying to repair my credit, it was like, okay, well, you know, I'm like, oh, this is easy. I could just submit the dispute here. And I'm like, yo, like, damn, wait a minute, this shit ain't working. It's like,
hey, RJ, can I tell you something? I think I don't know if you saw it. Him 500 was on EYL, and he told everybody how to get their stuff deleted. And he said, and look, I'm gonna just tell y'all what he said, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I heard. He said, go on Credit Karma and put your stuff as in litigation. You know what I heard? Go get your stuff in litigation. They're gonna come off. Oh, we don't even gotta lie, because if it works, who do I need to talk to get in litigation? All you need is $402. You can go to the federal courthouse and put your own stuff in the litigation right now. Whether you're gonna win or not, it don't matter. But once it's in litigation, send it to the credit bureaus. They gotta remove it. It's in the law. Man, everybody was scamming. I was like, bruh, he gave me the cheat code. Ain't no way. Everybody was getting their deletions. Go ahead, my bad.
Listen, that interview, I promise you, I got a page full of notes from that interview, right? Because that kind of reminds me of what this is. I got a page full of notes from that interview. My brother had just came home from jail, and I'm like, nigga, I think I know what to do. like we legit sat up and created a game plan. So when I was like, yo, like, you know what? I like way, did the trade line thing too. It all came from that damn interview, because I was like, that ain't gonna work. Oh shit, it worked. Oh, man, we ran so many plays, but it was like, yo, it's the work. I'm not afraid to do the work. And you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody listen to this, like, these men have just volunteered their time to give you guys the game plan. Yo, this is the play. They drew up the play for you. All you got to do is run it. Run it. I did the work. I watched the videos. I know that they're going to do this. When he moves up here, they're going to drop down there. That's when you hit the gap. Just run the play.
Hey, we just playing at this point. Once you know what you know, you just playing chess. Ain't no checkers. We want the credit bureaus to do this so we can hit them with this law. We hit them with this law. We know they're gonna violate. We hit them with another law. So we just continue stacking.
What's the best place to get a copy of your credit report?
Hold on. And what are you trying to do with it? Can you follow up? Because it's a bunch of different ways you can go to get it. Because you can. Well,
Rich, don't answer the question yet. We're trying to.
No. So
we know Rich.
If he wants to dispute, he can go to Identity IQ. If he wants to get money, is best to pull that FICO. That's the only way. That's all, Rich. It's just strategy. Because what we learned is, people are thinking different than us. Oh, to dispute, go get a 3 bureau report from Identity IQ. Hey, Rich, on.
There we go. Now,
hey man, do we got the $7-day free trial for them?
Hey, can we give you a free trial? The $7-day link, because they ain't gonna be able to get it nowhere else.
Let's put it in there, man.
Oh, I got it right now. I
can go get it, but let me find it if I can go.
Come on, man. Listen, if y'all want a free trial, you know what I'm saying. So y'all get 7 days. What is to Identity IQ or
Identity IQ?
Identity IQ. Yeah, man. Hey,
y'all want 7 days free on Identity IQ? Put it in the chat, man. We gonna go ahead and get y'all that.
This is how y'all support the channel.
And listen, this is beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. So, also, that's why we were so given in the information, because what we realized was people need the link. So we only promote stuff that people need to boost their credit. So instead of charging the people, we charge YouTube and we charge credit monitoring and we charge finance companies. And then we make them become our sponsors. Because I'm going to make this video regardless. But let me get on the phone first and see, can I get 5 racks? So as we start doing that, now we can be more philanthropic. Dang it, I can't say that word.
There you go.
So then it's like the added benefit of teaching our community too. So now Identity IQ want to pay us to fly. They want to fly us out and stuff. They want their brand in front of us because we giving out so much sauce. And we're like, yo, we're going to keep giving it for free. But go ahead, my bad.
Hit that link that's in the chat right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get 7 days free on Identity IQ.
Appreciate it.
Say thank you. Say thank you also, guys. We're not rude over here. All right. Because, our guests, they're bearing gifts as they walk in, right? That's great sauce, even for the people who are looking to become entrepreneurs is how to leverage, you know what I'm saying, the information to bring in more income, you know what I'm saying, without necessarily having to charge the people. They got to get in front of their target demographic anyway.
Yeah.
And like he just said, they was going to make the content anyway. But before we do, let's have this conversation to see how it can be mutually beneficial.
Yeah, if you're an entrepreneur, all you got to do is go to answerthepublic.com, type in your whatever you do. Let's say you do hair, you cook, you make cookies, you know how to cook. There are questions people are asking and they need help. They need help, right? So all you got to do is just create like a 2-minute video, 30, 60-second, 5-minute video teaching what you know. You're solving one person's problem, and that one person will eventually be like 30 people, then it'll be 100 people, then it's 200, and then they asking you, how can I work with you? Because you provided them, you solved their problem. You gave them the information. And
Hey, look, yeah, because me and Dave know how to do all this stuff, but we only talk about credit because once their credit is good, they're gonna say, what you know about that? We like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got the Chase plug. But go ahead.
But listen, that it's even sauce within that. I need you to make sure this part is good first before we can have any other conversation. Because I'm not gonna waste my time and information. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, yeah, we gonna do that. No, let's fix this over here. Now we have all the conversations in the world because we can. we can't have that conversation yet because you ain't there yet. So listen, I love all of that, man. Last little thing, man. I'm about to play a little bit of YouTube roulette, right? So boom, how we gonna do this? Boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna stop on the video, right? Now, guys, this is sauce for you guys, okay? I've watched a lot of these videos already. I feel like I have a degree. I don't, but all right, guys. What's 3 deadly mistakes that prevents you from having a 700 credit score?
Well, it's 3 deadly mistakes that prevent you from having a credit score, overutilizing your credit cards already, not paying on time. And the third one is thinking that hard inquiries. No, I'm playing.
We did the hard thing.
Three, not paying on time. Not paying on time, 1. Number 2, not your utilization is maxed out. And number 3, thinking credit cards are the devil. Because if you don't have a credit card on your credit report, if you don't have some type of revolving credit, you're missing out on 165 points.
Okay.
So in the revolving category, so the credit score is made up of 5 different factors. 35% is credit payment history, right? So what we do is the calculation 300 and 850, right? So in between the two is 550 points. So if you don't have a credit card and credit card utilization is 30%, then you missing that whole category of points. Like my dad thought he had good credit, but he never had a credit card. He thought credit was the devil. He never bought cars. He always bought cash cars and stuff like that. So when I went to pull his credit, I'm like, damn, how you got a 630? You never miss a payment. Got on one credit card, jumped all the way to mid-7s, and got his first house. And then a year later, I told him how to rent out his property on paper and get his second house because his credit was just immaculate.
Yo, can we go over that play real quick, just a little bit?
Oh man, that's easy. So you know what earned income is, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So you got
break it down.
Just
break it down.
Do you say I broke up?
No. Just break it down. Break it down. So.
Oh, okay.
I might know. Somebody listening may not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So once you got your house, right, that's an expense. But if your mortgage is, let's say $1,000, just to use round numbers. If your mortgage is $1,000 and you renting out rooms in your property for $1,000 a room, and you got a 3-bedroom, that's $3,000 of income that's coming in. That can be used to the purchase of your next property. You know what I'm saying? Just like debt to income. Now your debt to income just, boom. Okay, cool. So now you can go get another property, even though you already got the same one, because now you're a business owner and you're cash flowing. and then you just do it over and over and over again. If you want to. That's what I did. That's what Dave did. That's what my dad did. It's just it gets to a point where when you start moving different properties, you have to manage them. And we was like, man, we tired of this slow money. We want faster money.
And it's not illegal because you're renting out rooms. So the loan officer say, hey, what are you doing? You rent out these rooms.
Okay, hold on. I got questions, right? I got 4 bedrooms, so I'm like, yo, wait a minute. 1 second here. 1 second. Okay, so
you got to be comfortable too. Yeah, most people have other people in the house, or you move out the house or have 4 people in there.
So you technically don't have to have nobody in the house. You just have to have the money hitting your bank account. Okay, we go real saucy with it. Okay, you just have to have the money that's hitting your bank account so the person that's approving you for the loan can see that the income is coming in. So my brother rented his room from my dad's house. I paid my brother's rent. So 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 1,000 there. They're only gonna look back at the back 3 months. So my dad got 3 months of payments of $1,000 hitting his account. Who they gonna say you didn't do it? And then all you need to do really is go on formswift.com. he said, only thing I do is go on formswift.com, and then you can print out a lease agreement. As long as the money is coming in your account and they can track it, they can't say it's not yours because you don't have to claim it on your taxes until the tax season hit. You feel me? So they can't look at your back taxes and say you ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You just been doing it, man.
Hey, listen. So I heard of it, right? But I didn't really know how the play really was. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about plays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My circle, but nobody really went in depth as to like this is how it's broken down.
Oh, look. Just get a black realtor and a black mortgage loan officer. They'll tell you. They can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? So I think, most importantly, all these plays are already known, just not by us. Because when I first went to the bank and pulled out $100,000, I was nervous. I got a credit card and I got 2. Well, I was the Navy Fed, and I'm an E5. I'm making $5,000 a month. What are you doing? What do it look like giving me $100,000? So I just like, hey, can I get $40,000? Sorry, Mr. Drake. And I Navy Fed dude, they'll cut the check and they'll drop into your account. I'm like, bruh. And this how me and Dave start. I showed Dave, I'm like, yo, look. And then we did it again. We went to Orlando. Dave's like, bro, I ain't going in that bank with you, bro.
Nigga, you going to jail.
Yeah. So I went in the bank.
By yourself. I'll bail you out because somebody.
Yeah, that's what he said too. So I went in the bank and I asked for $60,000. They already gave me 40. I asked for another 60. They gave it to me. Cut the check. I was like, okay, put the money in the bag because I don't want nobody to know what kind of money I got out here because I ain't had no suitcase or nothing. And then when I went home, I took all $100,000 out.
Like this, boy.
And I was like, it's a wrap, boy. It's over. I started counting throwing the money, throwing hundreds. And at the time, because I was renting my property out, I counted as income. That's how I found out how to do it. So I was technically making $10,000 a month because I was renting my house out in Virginia and renting rooms and stuff. So when I started counting the money, I said, I'm about to throw a bunch of hundreds to every song in Kodak Black's his album he had out. And I had so many hundreds. It was like 3 songs in, I just started dropping it. And then I was like, the floor was covered with hundreds. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna have to pick all this shit up, man. That took me like 2 hours. And I did take the money to buy my first investment property. It didn't turn out too well because I thought mobile homes could be refinanced, but I found out that they don't hold their value. So I lost a lot of money on that deal, but that's how I got bad credit and had to fix it again. But that's when it took off. I really got the money from the bank, found them in violation, removed it from my credit report, slowly paid them back, but I had a high 700 credit score again. So it was easy to pay them back when I refinanced everything else I had.
Yo, that is a play, man. Guys, man, y'all have really surpass the amount of.
Oh yeah, man, we've been doing the plays before. I was like, that's a play. I was like, oh, you just go to the like when they talk about going to what's that bank called? Mike, I forgot the name of the bank.
Bank of America?
No,
it's
Truist. No, when you got your loan from the auto loan for the car.
Oh yeah, I went to so I had got an auto loan for a car, right? Them boys sent me a whole check.
They put the whole check I forgot the name of the place. They put the whole check.
It was on Lending Tree, but it was another bank. So I applied for this auto loan, right? I was like, yeah, I got good credit. I'm applying for this auto loan. Gave me $40,000. Lightstream.
So Lightstream, like they've been talking about plays. Like I was like, man, this is. So with Lightstream, they most likely will approve you for like $50,000 if you have good credit, and they'll drop the whole check into your account. Now, let's say you want to buy a car. I'm not telling you not buy a car, but let's say you in the process of buying a car, but you didn't. You can take the money and do something else with it. And I'm not saying not to do nothing else. Go buy the car. But we told my friend to buy multiple vehicles with that money. And what he did was he took the money, he brought like 3 cars instead of 1, and he put it on Turo. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like the business. After a while, he got a headache, so he just sold the cars. But he got profit because at that time it was booming to sell cars and make profit. So he sold it back, made money, paid the loan back, Lightstream loan back, and he made profit. So there's like multiple things out there people talk about, but you just like if you got to get creative, you got to get creative. But there's multiple. Like you don't got to like go to Lightstream. All you got to do is just go to a business, get a business credit card at 0% interest for 18 months. That's way better than getting a 9%, 10% loan from Lightstream or somebody else, and you good.
But let me ask you this though: if you have a business, right? Let's say you don't have any business credit established, you want to you're fresh out the gate, right?
You fresh out the gate, you get $150,000 with 0% interest.
Walk me through that real quick.
It's
Go
easy.
to the bank, ask them for a credit card.
Oh, so you want it right now?
The bank, but that's also
all right. So if you go into the bank, they'll do all that. But if you go through Chase through our private lender, it's different.
Oh yeah. So we had a private lender with Chase, and we said, teach us everything because he got paid on commission. So what he said was, count any income. So if you got partners inside your business that making money on their job, that is income that can be considered to the business. So you fresh out, you and 3 other homies started LLC, but y'all all making $5,000 a month, right? That's $20,000 a month times 12 months, earn income. Now you apply for that credit card. Here's the beauty of it. All 4 of y'all can get a credit card with that same proof of income. If y'all all got good credit.
Yeah.
And you got to go to Chase. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, man. Getting money is easy, brother. We don't like teaching people how to get money because a lot of people ain't good steward with their gifts and their money. So I hate having repeat clients, and it's just be the case most of the time.
But listen. I want to say this. Thank you first and foremost. That last little play right there, that's gonna be the one. Like that one and the one before that. Like I said, I got 4 bedrooms, brother. Yes, I rent all these damn things. We'll figure that out. Y'all are fucking amazing, man. You are on the Christmas list. You hear me? You're on the Christmas list. But I was telling my lady earlier, and I'm like, listen.
Hey, hold on. You know the good thing about these credit cards? They got points too.
You said they what?
They got points.
Oh, so they just keep having. Listen, money just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
the money just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So
this right here. I got a $100 gift card at Saks. So a lot of people like spending money on designer. I don't spend cash on designer. I just use the points that I use on my business anyway.
Hey, you know what type of flex that is? Here's a little Saks gift card. There you go. Just it's
Nah,
it's,
it ain't a
it's
flex.
soft.
Nah, because it's
You
like
can get
the information is there. It's just I don't know why people withhold it, and that's what must be my problem. Like, get the information. If people want more help, more access to you, they'll pay for it. All right, but if you give the information away, and they got help a little bit, and then eventually they're gonna want more help. So you just give them the full the blueprint, so they can digest it bits at a time because of a lot of information. But a lot of people just lead off of like, just buy my course. Like, what if I don't know if that be trash or not? So,
Yo, listen.
But let me know let me see how as you
Where's
are
your
as a person,
testimonials? Like your real testimonials.
Yeah.
Like,
let me see
your
how you are as a person.
testimonials.
Can your advice help me or whatever? So that's how we lead. We believe in processes, not selling hope. So hope with information with a process. So we give hope, we give a process. We want you to have the information. We want you to do step by step so you can have what you want.
Yo, I need y'all in on 11/11, man. What's up? I'm doing a virtual conference 11/11. I need y'all in, man. We'll figure it out.
11/11 sounds like a military day to me, Mike. That sounds like Veterans Day. That's the place I go eat at for free.
November 11th. November 11th, man.
that is Veterans Day.
I know.
It is. Is it?
Yeah.
No, that's all good. It's good. I ain't doing nothing.
So,
Yeah, hey,
listen,
look, you let us know in a good enough time. I mean, I'm with it.
and you know now. It's August.
Yeah, just let us know.
Hey, just remind us, send us a calendar invite, and we're there.
If you
If
can,
it ain't on my schedule, I'm gonna forget.
If you can keep us on one topic, that'd be best because he's gonna get the whole house.
I got you. I'll map out the whole thing. Listen, guys, this is the last call for questions. If y'all got questions, you better put it in the chat right now because the clock has started and
that's fine.
It will shut down. All right, guys. If you got a question, put it in the chat right now.
My bad for going all over the place.
Make it good. Make it good. Yeah, Neil, you came in late.
Yeah, so if you came in late, the goal is to fix your credit in the next 12 months. It might be quicker than that, but just give yourself 12 months to fix up your credit, get it above a 700, create a LLC in the meantime, use your creative gift or whatever that is. If you don't have one, find something, provide a service, but as you're fixing your credit, you'll get business credit, you'll get access to $100,000. And then take that money, invest it in some education to learn more about that specific gift, but also help people solve people's problems. And then eventually people will want more from you, and you just
rinse and repeat.
Man, I just want everybody to have access to capital so we can take part in this good recession that's about to come. So give yourself the 12 months, man. Give yourself some grace. It gonna happen before 12, but give yourself to 12. And then once y'all want the business credit, we're gonna be here on the 11/11. So we'll be here to teach y'all. We actually got ebooks and stuff that we can just give y'all. Like whenever we make stuff, man, I don't like selling stuff that just you can Google. You know what I'm saying? Like that credit stuff, you can't Google what we got. You know what I'm saying? How to sue the debt collector, you can't Google that. So
listen, hold on. I will say this though, right? People appreciate and they'll be more willing to tap into the information once they pay for it. Because once you pay for something, you know what I'm saying? Like you're looking for a return on whatever that is that you paid. I don't care if it's $10. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's going to make me actually like tap into it. When it's just free information, it's like, I'll get it. I can always go to YouTube and figure it out, right? YouTube legit can make you a millionaire, a billionaire if you really like lock in and study. And we all got it on our phones. It's all right there, but nobody's chosen to go get it, right?
Okay.
So yeah. When you pay attention on Boy Center. So me and Mike was having that conversation because we had like me and him, like it was going back and forth. All right, that's another conversation because I don't want to.
I can see it.
Yeah.
like no, I'm Jesus.
Nah. We was talking about something that I said like 8 months ago, and then he was like, "We could just do that." I'm like, "Bro, I said that 8 months ago, bro." And like it was funny, but yeah, that's short of it.
It'd be like that though, but just think about that process because I know how I am. When I pay for something now, I'm looking for whatever it is I pay for. Just like he said about those courses. When you buy a course, you're looking for whatever it is to solve that problem. And if you don't get that, oh my God. I don't know if you guys listen. I don't know
for a lot of
if you guys heard the
information.
story about the one guy who killed himself.
No.
The guy bought I won't say the guy's name, but the guy bought somebody's course. It was like $50,000. And it was like he had to like really like he had to refinance the house. He went through all of this other stuff to get the bread. He put up the money, you know what I'm saying, for the course. He was talking to the guy. And you know what I'm saying? He like, look, before I wire you this money, like I need to, like you go walk me through how to do this. Like I'm not on the level with this as you are, but I believe in what you selling. The guy like, yeah. He wired him the money. The guy started blowing him off. It got serious. You know what I'm saying? The guy was like a military guy. It got serious. And the guy was like, yo, like, nigga, I'm about to pull down on him. I know he's speaking at this event. He run up on him. They talking. The guy promised him, yo, you know what? My apologies. Life happened. I'm going to lock in with you. I'm going to help you get that bread back. The minute he was out of his nigga face, blocked him. You know, boom, boom. He reached out to some more people that was in their group. Some people tried to help him. They couldn't. His family, him and his wife started going through financial issues. And he ended up, you know what I'm saying, taking his life. All because a $50,000 course. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't realize. There's a level of responsibility. At a certain dollar amount, it's like, yo, nigga, like, okay, cool. That's when it should be okay. Yo, I need you to do this for me.
Yeah, we did a mentorship. It was 20,000. And some people, like, I think we had a success rate of like 20%, bro. That junk, like, it really changed our perspective on courses and stuff because what we taught the people wasn't what they needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of mindset work that you go into when you're teaching people at that high dollar amount because they be relying on you for a lot. Not to say that what he did wasn't wrong, but I'm just saying, like, we understand when you say like 50 racks. Me and Dave lost more than 50, and you know, luckily we had each other. But to have nobody afterwards, and then you already know your wife, your old lady already told you not to do it, and you just did it.
And she looking at you like, told your dumb ass. Like, but we all are visionaries and we all believe in that thing. But sometimes it's like once you get to a certain amount, it's like, yo, like, let me you got to know thyself. And once you know yourself, if I know that, yo, you know what, I'm about to lock in for 3 months until I you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to get this to go. I'm blocking out everything. If you're not that type of person, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So understand that there is certain bits of information. There should be a price tag tied to it because it took them a while to accumulate this bit of information. So that's why they charge for it. So I see both sides of the coin, but all I'm saying is, yo, like, just understand what a blessing tonight is for whoever is watching this, whether you're watching the replay or you're watching it live, because these men took time, and they're in 2 different cities. They took time out of their schedule to pour to you guys. All of these plays that they probably laid out about 10 plays tonight within an hour. Am I frozen? Who's frozen?
No, I think it was probably internet connection.
Okay, yeah. Justin, that's your Nevada connection. You got bad internet out there. So, but these guys really took the time out of their day to lock in with you guys and pour in. I appreciate them. One time for the credit team. Let's get some emojis. Let's get some thank you, some words of appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, Jay. I heard a saying is like when you drop enough game and you teach good enough, the audience don't be having no questions. So I guess we did a good job, man. Ain't nobody asked nothing, bro. I was like, oh, man, the clock.
Because usually like they'll be locked in, but it's like, I think, and that's kind of like why I kind of tried to like walk the questions through a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't always know the information. So some things, that's why I asked you, like, no, break it down for anybody who may not understand. this shit can really like scare a lot of people. Like, yo, like we wasn't taught this. We like you said when the bill collector called, nigga, like, nigga, we act like he can see through the phone. It's like, you better not breathe. So it's like, no, it's now ain't the time to be afraid. Answer the phone, but just know what your rights are, know what your laws are, and stick to that. Once all they told you was the law. All they told you was the law. They have to abide by the law. If they break the law, they owe you money. Very simple, but you have to know the law.
Yeah,
And
I think our mentor said this. He said we didn't know what we were doing at the time when we were gaining subscribers. He said it's literally people that scared to check their mailbox, and y'all giving people hope. And I was like, dang, that's kind of deep for me just reading this PDF to let people understand.
listen, man, because when you ain't got the money, what's the hell? Why am I checking the mail? It's like, nigga, what am I expecting a check? Like, nigga, what, you can tell when I ain't got no money. That mailbox gets packed. Like, no, worried about that shit. Like, why am I gonna read some stress? No.
Hey, you know what though? That is stress. That is stress that you could claim. You know what I'm saying? When you want to get that money at court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I told them. You know how people be saying cease and desist all the time to get people to stop talking.
Yeah.
If you say I refuse to pay this debt, that means the same thing to a debt collector. And when they send you a letter and you read it and you got that stress, that's a violation.
See? Come on now. Know your rights. They ain't allowed to stress you out either.
Right.
Nope. Now if you say I refuse to pay this debt, they supposed to.
Is what it is, guys. That's a 1 minute warning. Appreciate you guys. One time for the credit team, man. If y'all haven't put in the chat, just tell them thank you real quick before we get up out of here. We got 30 seconds left. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys, legit, man. I'm so glad I went to Miami because that's where we, you know what I'm saying, first met. And we locked in for life, man. Y'all ever need me? Y'all need the app. You know what I'm saying? It's here for y'all. We got it, man. Let's get it. Guys.
One thing I want to ask you. Can we create like a mini course to put in this app?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, bet. Let's put something together.
Let's say less. Come on, you see how this shit goes? Listen, none of this happens if you don't get in the room. Get in them damn rooms, man. Listen, hit the links. We got 7 seconds. God bless you guys. Let's go, man. You have already been verified.